There is a very specific sinking feeling that happens about 3 days before your next paycheck lands. You look at your bank account and realize that even though you technically earn enough money to cover your life, the timing is completely off. The rent is due on the 1st, but your second check doesn't come until the 3rd, and suddenly you are scrambling to move money around or floating expenses on a credit card just to bridge a gap of 48 hours. If this cycle feels exhausting, I want you to know that it's not because you are bad with money. It is because the standard advice to make a monthly budget is actually setting you up to fail when you are paid on a bi-weekly schedule. Most of us are taught to list our income for the month and subtract our expenses for the month, but that simple math ignores the reality of the calendar. The fundamental problem is that your bills operate on a monthly cycle, usually due on the exact same date every 30 days, but your income operates on a totally different rhythm, arriving every 14 days. This misalignment creates friction points where big bills pile up in one pay period, leaving you feeling broke for 2 weeks, while the next pay period feels flush with cash. The mistake most beginners make is treating every paycheck like it needs to do the same amount of work, rather than assigning specific jobs to specific checks based on when your bills actually hit. Before we fix that schedule, if you are tired of financial jargon and just want clear, practical explanations for how money works in real life, do me a favor, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. We are building a community here dedicated to understanding the economy and our wallets in plain English, and I would love for you to be part of it. The solution to the bi-weekly trap isn't just about spending less, it is about mapping your money to time. Instead of a monthly view, you need to look at your budget in 2-week chunks. When that first paycheck hits, you shouldn't just look at the total pile of money. You need to look at exactly which bills are due before the next payday arrives. If your rent takes up a huge portion of that first check, leaving you with nothing for groceries, you have to start bill splitting. This means taking half of that rent payment out of your second check, the one where you usually feel richer, and setting it aside for the first of the month. By smoothing out those heavy expenses across both pay periods, you stop the cycle of feast and famine that makes budgeting feel so stressful. There is also a hidden superpower in your pay schedule that many people completely waste. Because there are 52 weeks in a year, getting paid every 2 weeks means you receive 26 paychecks. If you budget based on 2 checks a month, that accounts for 24 checks. That leaves 2 entire magic months every year where you receive a third paycheck. The biggest mistake you can make is treating this as surprise bonus money to blow on impulse purchases. Since your regular bills are already covered by your first 2 checks, this third check is actually your ticket to financial freedom. It is pure potential that can be thrown entirely at high-interest debt or used to instantly fund an emergency savings account. Getting control of a bi-weekly income requires a mindset shift from looking at a generic monthly total to managing the flow of cash week by week. Once you start assigning every dollar a specific job based on the calendar, that panic before payday disappears. You stop wondering if you can afford the electric bill because you already set aside half of it 2 weeks ago. If you want to dive deeper into exactly how to set up those savings buckets so you never accidentally spend your bill money, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.